Today we're going to be looking at Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Wax Spray. So this video is going to be relatively short. Look, I have 3 SUVs. 2 of them are Suburbans. It's super hard to keep those things clean. I live in California. I park under magnolia trees. They constantly drop tree dust and sap all over my vehicles. It's incredibly difficult to keep clean. Even after a deep clean, a deep wash and wax, within 1 week, they're pretty much done. So I'm looking for some product that will help. Something that has a hydrophobic property to it, something that's easy to use, that doesn't break the bank, something that I can do quickly, you know, after the wash, as I'm drying it off. And I think that I've found it. Now, just like you guys, I watched a bunch of videos on YouTube about a couple of different products just like this. One was the Mother's CMX, one was this Meguiar's, of course, one was Turtle Wax Ice Seal and Shine. Was there another one? Regardless of all the videos that I watched, this Meguiar's seemed to outperform the rest by far. The Turtle Wax Seal and Shine also seemed to be very good, but I think this Meguiar's is by far the best. So I went out and bought it. And I washed my 2003 Chevrolet Suburban and dried it off. Now, I actually washed it the day before, and so in order to kind of somewhat follow the directions, I sprayed the Suburban down with water again, and then applied this Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Wax just by spraying it, and then took my damp cloth and smeared it all in, and then took a dry cloth and buffed it off. That process seemed to go really well. It was easy to apply, and I think the results were pretty dang good. Now, the directions on the bottle state that you can't put this stuff on in the direct sunlight when the body panels are super hot. It's supposed to be in the shade with body panels that are cool to the touch. So in this first application, I only did the passenger side because that's the only side that was in the shade and cool to the touch. And the next day, I applied the rest. I got up early in the morning and just started from the top, working my way to the front, back, and driver's side. The application went really well. This stuff is super easy to use, especially when you're just spraying it on, wiping it in with a damp cloth, and then buffing it off with a dry one. The directions do state that in the first application or in the base coat, you're supposed to kind of apply it this way. You're supposed to spray it on a wet vehicle, you know, kind of dry it off and buff it off and all that stuff. Then your next application process is to spritz it on and then spray it off with a hose. Now, from the beginning, when I heard about that, that just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, if you're just spraying it on certain areas and then spraying it off with a hose, there's no way that's gonna get everywhere it needs to get. So what I plan on doing, and what I've seen in every single YouTube video out there, including some of them that I'll link down in the description below, is I'm just gonna spray it on my dried vehicle, buff it in, and then buff it off. If that makes any sense. From what I've seen on YouTube, from the people who do this much better than I do, their results from that application process were amazing. So after I was done covering the whole Suburban with this hybrid ceramic wax, I went ahead and grabbed a bucket full of water and dumped it on the hood. And I was pretty surprised with the hydrophobic properties. This isn't a garden hose. I was just pouring the water on from a bucket. So the water is going to simply sheet off. But it did look good in the process. Now, to satisfy my water beating needs, I did grab the garden hose and I did start spraying that hood also. And the water beaded right up and rolled right off, and it was pretty awesome. Look, long story short, I'm stoked with this stuff. I'm really impressed with how it works. There's a heck of a lot of people on YouTube who are too. I'll link some of the videos down below like I was saying, but guys, if you want something that's super easy, that's gonna protect your paint, that's gonna give you those ceramic water beating properties, this Meguiar's Hybrid Ceramic Wax is probably the perfect step. Well, all right, guys, I'm Jimmy with One Road. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up. Also, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Don't forget to check the description below. And also, I've recently started a Facebook page for One Road, so you can find it at One Road Garage on Facebook. Go check me out there. Give me a like and a follow if you would. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one.